Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to FTL Faster Than Light Advanced Edition. On this run, we're going to be continuing with our achievement hunting by playing as the Crystal Cruiser A-Type and attempting to get this last achievement, Clash of the Titans. Destroy 15 rock ships, pirates count, using the Crystal Cruiser. Now, we have to destroy the ships. We cannot kill the crew, so we cannot use the B-Type layout since it has no weapons. It has a 4-room teleporter. We would be boarding with my Crystal crew members here, killing crew. That would not count for this achievement. We have to use the A-Type. Let's get started. We do have a couple of weapons here, the Crystal Burst Laser and the Crystal Heavy Laser. The layout of the crew is fine. These are some pretty decent weapons, though I would probably prefer to pick up something else. I don't know what, though. Maybe a missile launcher? I have to ignore their request. Unfortunately, it would almost certainly result in a crew member dying, and I can't afford that. We do have, I'm not going to say excess crew members. We probably can't do anything here. We can destroy it, though. We do have, more crew members than a normal ship starts with. There's only a few ships that start with 4 crew members, but I would still prefer to keep my crew if I can. We're going to see if we can't land a heavy laser shot on the weapon system to take out their weapons. The problem with these weapons, though, is that, first of all, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that they miss more than other weapons, but they also take a long time to charge. So their Burst Laser Mark II is going to be able to fire before I can get my shots off. I can get one shot in, and I can take their weapon offline, so now I can go after their, say, piloting system. Keep their FTL from charging and at least buy myself some time. It doesn't matter if the shields are down as long as they don't have the burst laser. Their single bomb's not going to do anything to me. And in fact, we took the bomb offline. Maybe take out their engines. No, engines are still online. We have to hit them in piloting though. We have to take it offline. Good. With it being offline, the crystal burst laser should be able to finish the job. It's not a rock ship, but it is a ship. And we picked up 14 scrap. What do we need? We need on this run second bar of shields, additional weapons, maybe a hacking system, probably not mind control, though if I can get a mind control system, I'll take it. Second level medbay upgrade, of course. And after that, maybe some augmentations. Apparently you can get some good augmentations that might help with this quest. Maybe a long-range scanners, so we can go to beacons that have ships a little bit more reliably. We don't need to go to a beacon if it's just an empty beacon or if it's a solar flare or something. We would prefer to go to beacons that have ships, that have combat, because that is how we are going to get this achievement, by destroying enemy ships. Okay, luckily that missile did not actually land in the weapons room. Really, the big problem is that if the weapons go offline, we're in a very bad place, because our weapons are just so... It's it's strange. The weapons that we have are good, actually, but they just take forever to get charged up. Shields are going to go down. I'm going to leave these crew members in here. They do take fire damage. They only take half suffocation damage, like Lanius, which is weird because these are related to the rock people. You would expect them to take half fire damage, not half suffocation damage, but whatever. We're going to try to get out of here as quickly as possible, but if I can get these shields powered up and these guys healed up before we need to jump, I will do so. Okay, shields can get powered up. Walk these guys to the med bay. And jump up, past the store. We're not going to go to the store with 39 scrap. I need to get the med bay upgrade. I would love to make this trade. 1 drone part for 8 fuel. Unfortunately, we do not have any drone parts. That's okay. Let's get that med bay upgrade just so that we can maybe get some additional crew members as we go. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting run. Hopefully we can make it work. This is one of those runs where you kind of just have to throw time at it and you'll get it eventually. You might get 14, I will demand the surrender of the goods. You might get 14 enemy rock ships destroyed. You might get 13. You might not really get any rock homeworlds, rock controlled sectors, and you might get kind of screwed in that regard. But If we can get a little bit lucky, we can get this achievement. And then we won't have to worry about it ever again. Shields are down, but their weapons are down, so we don't really have too much to worry about here. I would love to take out their piloting system, stop them from escaping. Good with their piloting out, I can go after engines, keep those offline. Shields might not come back before the single shot basic laser lands, that's okay. I'll take 1 more point of damage if it means that we can kill this guy, or we could just land the crystal heavy laser, that'll do it too. Surprisingly, the ship does not have very much engine power, so we were able to take out the engines, put them in the red, and that made that encounter very easy. Because they had no dodge chance, they couldn't charge their FTL. They were just sitting ducks. 23 scrap, can't buy anything until we get 50, because that's going to be the next shield upgrade, of course. Aid the civilian ship, hey, I like civilian ship encounters. Gives us the opportunity to get some multiple rewards here. Single Rockman in the O2 room. Can I vent him? I could vent him. I'm not going to. I'm just going to send the... I'm just going to send the Crystal crew member in there to deal with him. Keep him busy for a while. Shields are out, but their weapons are now out as well, so we can get my crew in here to pummel this Rockman for a while. We do need to get the shields repaired, and in fact, maybe I should get my other crew members over here to deal with that. Because this enemy ship is not trying to escape or anything. So we do need to deal with them. In fact, I might be able to kill that crew member, that Rockman. I think maybe we did. I think there actually is a fire aboard their ship. Send my crew around to get healed up. No, this is not a fire, it's just a breach that we just caused. I thought someone was going into the med bay, but it was just something like an NG, I think? I don't know why he was going into the med bay, but whatever. Take out their weapon, and take out their med bay, just destroy them. And we can see what this civilian ship has to offer us, 17 scrap plus a crew member. Excellent. I like getting free crew members. That's about like a 40 scrap a deal for a human, 45 maybe. So getting that on this sector is nice. We can have him man the sensors room, and we can see what enemies are on board the enemy ships when we jump. Going into a nebula, I'm gonna get the piloting upgrade, just in case we run across a plasma storm that has a blue event option. I'm going to attack the ship. They could sell us a weapon for 45 scrap, but they might also just take our money and run, but we don't have 20 or 45 scrap, so I'm just going to kill them anyways. They do have an ion stunner. It sucks because it will take down the shields if it lands, but the good thing about the ion stunner, I believe it has a 10-second charge time, and I believe the basic laser has a 10-second charge time, so the stunner is never going to land on the shield room. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think that is accurate. And what this means is that we don't need to micromanage the shield power. Yep, we can just let the shields recharge normally. Ion will just land in an empty room aboard our ship. Perfect. So I'm going to go in on their dodge chance instead, piloting and engines. I think that's a Rockman walking around their ship. He seems to be moving through the doors pretty slowly. Why not take their weapons offline? Give us the ability to get some more dodges maybe, and get some more dodge chance training on people. And they're dead. Now it is true that the ion stunner could still land in the shield room, but it would have to target the shield room instead of any other room on the ship, and also we would have to not dodge either shots coming in. So the probability of it happening is very small, so I risked it, and it seemed to have worked out quite well for us there. Oh, another sun. It's another sun, and it is another auto scout. Or a auto scout. I think this is actually the first auto scout we've found. I mean, auto scouts are just annoying in general. And of course the weapons are offline. This sucks, but maybe if I'm very lucky I can get these weapons, get the fires put out. We can't take out their missile launcher, that's good. I'm gonna get the Crystal Heavy powered up because we need it. Hopefully we can put out the fires. No, we have no weapons, so get out of there, get into the med bay. This fire is ridiculous. It spreads so much. We shouldn't take any more damage though, as long as we can keep our shields powered up, as long as the fires don't start in the shield room. And if we can get these weapons repaired. There we go. Slowly start doing damage to the ship once again. Come on. Okay, we need power back. Everyone go back to your rooms. We will heal you up later. For now, though, we need to do some damage here. All right, 1 crystal heavy. Let's go on to their shield room, because if we start some fires aboard their ship, maybe it'll keep some systems offline, do some hull damage, and indeed that's what happened there. Our O2 is offline, which I didn't notice. We can put that out pretty easily here, though. And if these both land, that's going to be it with this auto scout. Okay, so this is a bit of an annoying encounter. We took some damage there. Unfortunately, there wasn't much we could do about that. What we can do, though, is open up all interior doors. This should allow us to get oxygen into the O2 room, so we can get in there and repair it without getting injured at all, which is very nice. Everyone's basically up to full health, except for Lagarde. He's down 2 points. That's fine. I don't care all that much. Everyone go back to rooms. 47 scrap. Not going to upgrade shields because I can't. I'm just going to jump back into the nebula. I will attack the automated ship. They have ions, which don't really bother me all that much, because they only have 1 heavy laser in addition to the ions. As long as they fire their ions like all at once, I should hopefully be able to dodge them, but I actually don't like how this is looking. Nah, this is fine. Take out their weapons. Don't power up the shields, keep those down. We did get hit, oh, we did get hit in the shield room. The shields are gonna be down, the heavy laser is gonna be able to land. Oh, just barely managed to get the shields powered up. Thank you, Lagarde, for manning the station and doing your job. Now it doesn't matter, their laser can't do shit to us. Might as well hit them in the cloak, stop them from cloaking, then hit them in piloting and engines, and destroy them. Didn't get really much out of the station, but that's okay. We do have enough scrap to get the next bar of shields, which means that we can... oh, excuse me. We can better protect ourselves from damage against lasers, beams, some ions. We get another crew member, an NG, who is really good to have on doors. Human on sensors so that we can see what's happening aboard the enemy ship when we need to, but if we have to move him out to fight invaders, we can. NG on the doors, because if we have invaders, he's not good at combat. He's much better off manning the doors, giving us that door upgrade so that we can vent enemy intruders, whatever. So this is how I want the crew set up. We're gonna go to... we can go to 1 beacon, then nebula, then exit, and then get out of here. We should have plenty of time for this. There's nothing here. Theoretically, we'll have time for this. We might get caught out by the rebels at the exit beacon. I may have mistimed this a little bit, which would suck, but I've made worse decisions. Let's get those shields powered up to level 2. With level 2 shields, we shouldn't take damage here, but the combat drone might actually land a couple of shots in really quick order, which might allow either the heavy laser or the combat drone shot to land on the hull. We only have a 15% dodge chance. Hopefully, though, this will work. I do have to take out the piloting system before I even worry about their weapons at all. Keep them from escaping, and now we can go in on their heavy laser. I'd rather have their drone firing at me, because their drone gives me more crew training, more chances to dodge shots, more chances to get shield training on Lagarde here. Breached their engines. They cannot escape ever again, so 1 more shot will destroy them. Let's send it in. And get the O2 powered up again. 7 scrap. And we can make it out before the rebels arrive. Very lucky. I kind of almost mistimed that, but I thought we could make it out, and I'm glad we can. There's nothing at the exit beacon because, I don't know, the game just doesn't like giving you events at Nebula exit beacons or whatever. We're going to go to the civilian sector. We don't have the ability to destroy crew, and we don't want to destroy crew. So going to the Uncharted Nebula, I think, is probably not what we want to do here. What we want to do instead is go up to the civilian sector, then just keep going to civilian sectors, and maybe one of these 2 red beacons is a rock-controlled sector or a rock homeworld. I don't think we've destroyed any rock ships yet, which is kind of unfortunate, because we can find rock ship pirates, and if we find rock ship pirates, maybe we'll have the ability to actually get this achievement. But for now we're not, and we need to. Okay, Crystal Heavy, go in on the weapons. They will probably land in a couple of shots here. Yeah, Flak did damage the shield room, so we're gonna get the NG and the human in there to help get that stuff repaired, but their weapons are offline, so I can get the oxygen online instead. Taking a little bit of damage on this run, but that's kind of to be expected with the A-type Crystal Cruiser. I really don't like the A-type Crystal Cruiser all that much because the weapons are so slow. You end up taking a lot of damage because you can't deal damage fast enough. You know, a good defense is a good offense, and that is true here as well. You really do need to have better offensive potential than this because we're taking so much damage over time. Get a couple of bars of reactor power. That is the second bar of shields up permanently, which is very nice. Jump ahead. The B-type layout of the Crystal Cruiser, though, is probably one of maybe the 2 or 3 strongest ships in the game. The A-type, honestly, I would probably prefer many other ships to this. The fact that they pierce shields is really nice, but is it enough? Does it make up for it? I don't know. Our human can just attack their human in the vented room, keep them busy for a while. We need to go after their weapons, so we need to take those weapons offline if we can. 1 more point of damage. Taking a lot of damage here, not much we can do about it though. And this guy is dead. He's not going to come back to life. We can get you healed up in the medbay real quick. Surrender. 5 fuel, 4 missiles. Not very good. Their ship is going to get torn apart by these asteroids, so we can just kind of... you know what, let's not depower the shields. Let's keep the shields powered up. We'll wait for the medbay to heal him normally. Alright, 17 scrap. Really do need to find more rock ships. It's the whole point of this run. Find those rock ships, kill them, destroy them, get this achievement. They're gonna try to escape. They have 1 beam, 1 combat drone, and they are hacking weapons. Hopefully it's a short hack. It is a short hack, but that is kind of not disastrous, but it is annoying. It means that we really do need to land every single shot to take out their piloting and engines. Because if we don't take out their piloting, they're gonna get away. Okay, that's gonna delay him. That's gonna delay him as well. He's also stunned, so he's not gonna immediately get the repairing done. We might be able to make it out of this. We might be able to make it work here. Okay, he is slowly getting the engines repaired, but as long as we can sneak in another shot here on the piloting, we can delay their charge time for as long as possible. Good, and we started a breach in the engine room. They are done for. They cannot get that repaired, I don't think. I could maybe kill a couple of their crew members, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to destroy their ship as quickly as possible. Engines are still offline. Doesn't matter. They're dead. Good. I was a little bit worried when they hacked the weapons room, but we managed to make it work. And I appreciate that. What upgrades do we want? Honestly, nothing. There's nothing to upgrade. We don't have any more weapons, so we can't upgrade the weapons. Our shields are fine for now, and it takes 100 to get the next shield upgrade. I could get us 5% more dodge chance, but I would much rather save for a weapon or system at a store. You know, a mind control to mind control the enemy pilot, or counter mind control. Doors for 8 scrap is a steal. Absolute steal. I'm gonna definitely buy that. Costs what, 35? So we got a 27 scrap payout for that or something. That's pretty ridiculous, actually. I mean, that's a little bit of flawed logic. That's basically like every advertisement that's like, it's on sale, you saved $200. We saved 27 scrap. But effectively, you know, it does make out, it does work out that way because we were gonna buy that anyways, you know. We're gonna buy that toaster because we really need one. Nothing really to upgrade. I guess we just keep going. Might want to think about going to a store. We do have that Crystal Vengeance augment to sell. I totally forgot about that. If we sell that, we might be able to afford... That seemed very loud. We might be able to afford another weapon or a system because that does sell for like 40 scrap, I believe. Weapons offline. The bomb doesn't worry me all that much, so I'm going to send the Crystal Burst Laser on their shields, take out their shields, allow the asteroids to do some additional damage to them. If we take some damage, we take some damage. But we dodged a lot of shots. Holy hell, we dodged a lot of shots there, and I appreciate that. Narth and Starger are now level 1.5 on piloting, however that works. And their ship is dead. Thank you, asteroid. For some reason, their bomb didn't fire. I imagine it depowered when we hit it with the first crystal heavy laser shot, but I don't know. There's a store. We can go to the store. I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip it. This is a bit risky, but I really do want to. We could have bought a cheap Mantis there for 27 scrap. That may have been a pretty good purchase, but we're probably not going to use a teleporter, so I don't really see the need really to get a Mantis. I'm going to attack the ship. Very easy. One pike beam, one heavy laser. They literally can't hurt us at all, so I can just go heavily on their piloting and engines. I might be able to kill the crew. It's going to be a little bit tricky to do, but if I keep hitting the O2 system, I might be able to kill the crew. Especially if I breach it occasionally. We'll see. This might be a long encounter. This is not a rock ship, so I can kill the crew of a non-rock ship. If this was a rock ship, I obviously would just have to destroy them. It feels like they have a Mantis doing the repairing, because it took a long time. Feels like it took a really long time. I should probably shoot with the burst laser on the O2 system, because if it starts a breach, that gives us a better opportunity to kill the crew, because if it is a Mantis, he's going to have a tough time getting the repairing actually done. So I'm going to fire in the burst laser. It gives us 2 chances to breach. I assume that the burst laser and the heavy laser have the same chance to breach. Unfortunately, I can't fire it once. I have to actually fire both shots. Although maybe I can depower the weapon system. I don't know. We can give it a shot. Fire it once, and then as soon as one shot goes out, depower it, and maybe that will actually only fire one laser, one crystal burst laser. Their O2 level should be pretty low right about now. Yeah, we totally can. And we did breach, and that's a bad surrender offer. So I should have been doing this from the beginning. Fire in one crystal burst shot, depower the weapon, and that way you don't do as much hull damage, keep that system offline, and maybe, just maybe, we can kill the crew here. It's gonna take a few more shots. O2 level on their ship is dropping, but it's probably not, they're probably not suffocating quite yet. It's probably gonna take another few seconds here. When the doors start open, oh, there we go. 5 fuel and 20 scrap, perfect. Yeah, that worked out much better than I was expecting, honestly. Would like to go to a few more beacons before hitting up the exit. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can totally go to store, beacon, exit. So we're gonna go to the store now. Sell the Crystal Vengeance augment if I need to. Let's be honest, I probably will. And getting a flat gun would be absolutely amazing. We're gonna get that 100%. Burst laser is good, but it's not better than the flak. Flak is 1 additional shot for less charge time. Yeah, it's harder to aim, but we're doing damage with the crystal weapons. We're not doing damage with the flak. The flak is just to get through enemy shields on the next sector. So, totally gonna buy that. Might as well heal up a little bit while it's cheap. And might even be able to get the flak upgraded pretty early, I can get the flak plus the crystal burst. So if I do run across a ship that has a large amount of shields, I could use the flak, but I'm probably just going to, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we need to do. Yeah. Explore the asteroid field. We got blown up. Whatever. It's a risk you take in FTL. I took it. Everyone go back to your rooms, power up the O2, and we'll jump ahead to another store. It's very unfortunate that there were so many stores here at the end of this sector, but that's okay. We're just gonna leave. Yeah, none of these are very good. I don't need a crew. Can't buy anything anyway, so we're just gonna jump to the exit. There should be a event here, and we will get to the event, get some free scrap out of it, and then jump to the next sector. Civilian or civilian? Well, I guess we'll go to the middle civilian sector just in case we want to go up or down in the future. But this is looking like a run in which we will probably not be able to get the achievement just because we are not getting rock ships. We need to fight rock ships to actually do this, and we're not fighting any of them. And as I say that, we finally find a rock ship. Thank you. It's a rock ship that has some pretty decent weapons. That flak gun's gonna be annoying, but we can take it out after the first shot. Yeah, the heavy ion's gonna take longer to fire than the flak as well, so that's pretty good. Good, so their weapons are completely offline. I can't kill the crew, I can't fire an O2, I just have to destroy the ships. We're just gonna go on. Piloting and engines. There we go, and they're pretty much dead. Might as well keep firing on... might as well keep firing on engines. If their engines are not offline, I'll take them offline. There we go. Hit them in weapons again, take that flak offline. Their flak can damage me, and I would like them not to damage me. The engines are hacked, so we don't have the dodge chance from Starger, which is unfortunate. We did dodge a one shot from the flak originally, which was very nice. And we get 6 fuel and 28 scrap. That's really good. We do not have any fuel problems whatsoever on this run. And what we do have is a flak gun we can use. No power for it, but we can get power pretty easily. It's pretty cheap, 25 scrap for 1 power, and then we can use the flak gun. And we will need this flak gun. This is something that is going to happen. In fact, we can use it right now because they only have 1 heavy laser. The fact that they have a missile launcher means that it's gonna pierce our shields anyways. Now, where is their crew? The crew boarded into this empty room over here. That's gonna be bad for you guys. You're gonna get screwed. Okay, missile did land in O2. We'll have to get someone in there to repair that, but we're gonna fire in the crystal heavy at their weapons, see what that does. It took the missile launcher offline, that's all I care about, so we're gonna send in the crystal burst on piloting. It missed both shots, so then we'll send in the flak. And the reason why I didn't start with the flak is because it was unnecessary. We don't... Where's the crew? Trying to get into the door room. Their ship can't damage me with only the heavy laser being online, and they only have 1 bar of shield, so that the flak isn't necessary. The flak I can just use for damage output. Crystal heavy, might as well take out their missile launcher if I can. With their other weapons anyways. Keep damaging their systems a little bit. There we go. Trying to surrender. No thank you. And turn on the oxygen. Hit him in shields and piloting and flak throw 2. And we get 22 scrap out of it. That is 1 more reactor power, so now I can have the shields powered up with the oxygen and the flak gun. Very nice, very nice. Next thing I'll upgrade is probably the engines. We do need a little bit more dodge chance, probably before we even worry about more shields. Our offensive potential is actually pretty nice once we can get 1 shot in. That's all we need is 1 shot. Mantis in the medbay is the worst place you can possibly board me. Should be a pretty easy encounter. Let's get the engines powered up because they are going to be firing in their lasers. And hey, we dodged it. So let's get the medbay powered up again. Flak, go in on shields, why not? I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, princess. Whew. It's been raining so much lately that I have been sneezing like mad. I don't know what it is, it's something about the rain. Take out their clone bay, everyone go back to their rooms, turn on the oxygen, flak their shields again, crystal burst laser their engines, and they're dead. 16 scrap, we have 20. We need 25 to get another bit of reactor power, but we could get some engine power. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna wait and get some reactor power so I can actually get that dodge chance up permanently. I will attack the ship. They do have 2 bars of shields, but we can get rid of that. We can get around that very easily. We just fire everything we have at them. They do have a missile launcher, it kind of sucks, but whatever. Dodge chance up to 24%. Hopefully we can dodge the missile. Nope. Hit sensors, that's okay. Okay, fire in the flak. Fire in the crystal burst, the crystal heavy. Good, and we took out all of their weapons. Perfect. Let's get that oxygen system back online. As soon as the sensors are repaired, we'll send Magmar into the medbay. This drone isn't going to kill us anytime soon, so we can spend some time doing that. And we are going to attack them in their probably drone and shield room. Maybe just shield room first. Yeah, hit him in shields a couple of times. Their missile launcher is still offline, so we do have some time to take that out again. So flak, crystal burst, crystal heavy. Good, did a little bit more damage, stop that repairing of the missile. It is an Artemis, and it does take 2 power on enemy ships. So as long as we can keep hitting that weapons room occasionally, we can keep it offline. They should be dead here. Not gonna accept that surrender offer, no thank you. Pick up 20 scrap. 24 means that we can buy 1 more bit of reactor power, get that dodge chance up a little bit more, so I don't have to micro power out of the oxygen system, if I can help it. This ship should be easy. They can't hurt us at all. As long as I take out their piloting system, they can't escape. So we can wait. Fire in the flak. Fire in all of the crystal weapons. No breach, so they could repair the piloting system, but this ship is dead. They can't do anything here. Flak. Crystal shots, shields, engines, and with their shields being completely down, the flak gun can just finish them off here. 14 more scrap, we have 29. I could save scrap and go to the store, but honestly, I don't think we need to. I think we're fine just upgrading our ship for now. Get a little bit more dodge chance, and maybe 4 bars of engines, and then save for shields. And if we find a good weapon system or augment before then we spend some scrap. I imagine they boarded in the empty room and they're trying to get into the medbay. So I'm going to send... Actually, I'm just going to open the door to the medbay. Yeah, they're in the medbay, so now I'm going to send the NG and the human into the medbay to kill the Mantis. Should be pretty easy. I don't like the ion stunner. If it takes out my shields, then the halberd beam will be able to land. So I'm going to depower the shields really quickly, then power them up, then fire my weapons in on their weapon system. Good. Take their weapons completely offline. Let's get the medbay powered up a little bit. If we can kill their crew, I would like it, but it's not a necessity. In fact, I'm not even sure it's possible. So I'm just going to destroy them. Maybe I could have killed their ship if I was a little bit inclined to do so. I could probably take out their O2 system, but they had weapons that could hurt me, so I didn't really want to spend that much time on that encounter. I feel like that's reasonable. Hey, free scrap. I appreciate these event options where you're invaded, but you actually can do something, or you get something out of it, I should say. So they're trying to get into the shield room. and they're trying to go up into the engine room. Well, Shield Man here can just lock them out so they can't get in. And while that's happening, everyone else can just go into the room next to the engines and wait for them to come in. And they'll break in just a second. Let's say hi. 3 of them. Should be pretty easy. Get the auction powered up, get the medbay powered up, send you guys into the medbay to get healed up. Easy encounter. Give me this encounter 9 times out of 10, and I will take it. I will take it. All right. Plasma storm, so let's get the shields powered up before we jump. We don't have a weapon pre-igniter. We don't need to worry about the power being into the weapons at all. I will attack the automated ship. Why not? They have a missile launcher, but they also have literally no shields, so I feel pretty good about this. If we can get in a couple of lucky shots, we can take out the missile launcher before they do too much damage to us. And the fact that they don't have a beam or a laser means that their ion basically does nothing. Okay, we are not going to be able to take out the missile launcher before it fires for a second time, and now we need to get someone into the shield room to get that repaired. But there go their weapons, finally taking them all offline. We took a couple of points of damage here. We can go to a store in the future and get stuff repaired. It's not that big of a deal. Heal you up. 50 scrap. There's a store we can go to down there, but I don't think we can make it. We'd have to backtrack quite heavily to get there, so I think we're just going to instead finish up this nebula, go to as many beacons as we can, and go straight to the exit. There's probably going to be one more store here somewhere. There's the piloting blue event option that I wanted, and we found it finally. Got ourselves a free beam drone Mark 1. We have 12 drone parts. If we can find a drone control system with a defense drone, I might want to pick it up. A missile launcher, a hacking drone. I'll attack them. I like combat. We'll see if we can make this work. Hopefully they don't hack us in the weapons. They did not. Engine sucks a little bit because it means that we can't get the full dodge chance out of our engine personnel, but that's okay. When was the last time we dodged a missile? Seriously. We have not been doing very good dodging here. Attack them as hard as we can in their weapons, please. Good. Missile launcher's offline. It's the only thing that I care about because it's the only thing that can do damage to our ship. Hull damage, anyways. So, for now, let's go after their piloting, hacking, make our job a little bit easier, make our shots land a little bit harder. Good, even the flat gun's getting in there and doing some damage. We took a couple of points of damage there, it's okay. It happens. Hopefully there is a store in the near future though, because we only have 7 hull integrity. There's a couple of stores, good. So we should not die here. And I am gonna save my scrap. We don't need fuel. So that's a bad beacon jump, but nothing we can do about it. Hoo-hoo-hoo! A burst laser Mark II. That's pretty good. The fire beam is also really good. If we can take out enemy weapons and then start a bunch of fires. It takes 20 seconds to charge, but the crystal lasers take 13 and 15 seconds to charge anyway, so... Well, we're gonna repair. 85 scrap is enough to buy 1 weapon. What do we buy? The flat gun is really good at taking out enemy shields. The crystal burst and the crystal heavy are really good at doing single system damage. Take a long time to charge though. The burst laser is really good. 3 shots that's targeted. I feel like we kind of have to get this burst laser. The fire beam is okay, but we're here to destroy ships. This is a good weapon to destroy ships. We're gonna take it. And in fact, I think it is better than the crystal burst because it does do 1 more weapon shot. It does pierce shields, but we have the flat gun. The flat gun is gonna pierce through all the shields anyways. So why don't we just use the burst laser? And in fact, this reduces the total charge time of our weapons by 2 seconds. So yeah, let's do it. Now, if I can use a crystal burst, I would love to. So 2 more weapon power is something that is up my alley, but not something that I'm going to spend too much focus on. I would much rather go to the NG homeworlds. 2 red sectors means that we still have the possibility of getting this achievement, even though it's starting to look a little bit unlikely. I do believe we have to do it by sector 8. Yeah, or actually just through the game, so yeah, hopefully we can make it work. NG homeworlds, I'm not expecting too many rock ships, but if we can find a couple, I'll be good about it. I'll feel good about it. Search for the ship, we get the stasis chamber or weapon and scrap. We're gonna take the weapon and scrap, and a 1 power heavy laser is really good. It's really good. I would love to get 1 more weapon power, and if this is our weapon loadout, flat gun Mark 1, 3 shots, burst laser Mark 2, 3 shots, crystal heavy, 1 shot but 2 damage, heavy laser 1 shot but 2 damage. This is some good weapon loadout here. And the crystal burst, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be using it from this point on. I might want to sell it. The problem is it only sells for 10 scrap. I will give you 3 fuel. We will upgrade our reactor. Thank you very much. Fuel is starting to look a little bit low, but we can always go to a store at some point and buy some. Shield their ship. We take some damage, but no system damage, which I do appreciate it because it just means that we don't have to spend time repairing ourselves. I might want to go to a store and buy some fuel. I will give you 15 missiles. You give me long-range scanners. That's really good. Especially for this achievement because it means that we can go to ship encounters. There's a ship here. I can go there. I'm not going to go to the store. I want to go to the ship and I want to go to the quest. So we're going to skip the store. We might run out of fuel. Hopefully we don't. If we do, whatever. No, thank you. I'm not going to pay your toll, your troll toll. Instead, we're just going to murder you guys. And Lagarde, go ahead and lock down the shield room, please. Keep this guy occupied for a minute. Their weapons are about to fire. My weapons are about to fire. Send in the flak. First laser crystal. Good, do a lot of damage to their weapons. Send my crew into the shield room because this guy's gonna break through the door in a second. There he is, say hi. Okay, how do we kill the crew? Just straight up hit him in oxygen? Maybe we flak him in O2. This guy's gonna go to the medbay, let's kill him. Okay, he's dead. They're sending someone in there to repair it. Let's take out the O2 system. Trying to surrender, no thank you. I do want to try to kill the crew if I can. It might be a little bit finicky to do, but if I can, I'd like to. Their O2 system is offline. They do have one of their weapons online. I should probably deal with that. So let's send in one flak shot. It missed, but that's okay because I can send in the burst laser. And now send in the crystal heavy because we keep missing our shots. This guy's wounded. We're not gonna kill the ship. Let's be realistic here. Actually, we might. No. Be realistic. It's not gonna happen. I tried. I probably didn't try that hard, but I kind of tried a tiny bit. 61 scrap. Do we upgrade ourselves? I think we do, and I think we do by upgrading the weapons once. Getting that heavy laser online is going to be really good for us. It means that we're going to have a lot of offensive potential. Pretty much, we're going to be having this weapon loadout until Sector 6, 7, or 8. I will attack the ship. Why not? They have a bomb, no teleporter, double shot laser. As long as they don't bomb the shield room, we cannot take damage here. So we're just going to wait a second, fire in our weapons. Start a fire, hit him in oxygen. This is good. They do have a med base, so it's very unlikely that we're going to be able to actually kill the crew. Yeah, there goes the fire. I might be able to sneak in some shots, though. If I can wound them all in there, I would love to. Now the NG's going into the medbay, unfortunately. I was hoping I might be able to kill the NG and the Mantis at the same time, but obviously that did not work out the way I had wished that maybe it would have. Still have 6 fuel, that's okay for now. We have a lot of beacons to go to before we hit up the quest and then the exit. Although thinking about it, I will have to backtrack slightly if I go to the quest, so I might not want to do the quest. It is just a lead them out of the nebula or lead them out of wherever their destination was. So if I have to avoid this quest beacon, I'm not gonna mind. So yeah, let's go to this beacon, then the 2 bits of combat, and then we'll see what happens. Listen to their offer, rescue the store. We have a quest on the next sector. And yeah, let's get the weapon upgraded. Now we can have the other heavy laser online. And we have a strong ship. Not that defensively minded, we have basically no missile defense of any sort. But weapon-wise, we have some good stuff going on here. All right, Mantis in the door room. Wait for the human to come in and help with the combat. Flak, burst laser, crystal heavy. Their weapons are completely offline, and we did dodge the missile, which is very nice. Human's gonna be fine, but let's swap just in case. They have no medbay, so if I can kill their crew, I would love to do so. So let's send in a flak, maybe wound them. Nah. There's a fire aboard their ship, but if it spreads, it's just going to destroy ship systems anyways. We did pick up like 50 scrap from that encounter though, it's pretty nice. With 62 scrap, I might want to consider getting another engine upgrade, so we have a set 40% chance to dodge. That's a pretty decent chance to dodge, I like having about 40%. Aid the civilian ship, absolutely. Again, another missile launcher, which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Okay, now we'll send in the NG and the human to fight the Mantis in the O2 room. It should be a pretty easy fight for us. Flak, burst laser, crystal, heavy. Oh, so good. So much damage so quickly. Don't die, NG. Don't die! They did recover their Mantis, but he is still dead regardless. So we'll spread out some damage on their ship. I didn't mean to destroy them so quickly, but we did anyways. I will totally accept a Zoltan. He's bad at everything. But I can just leave him in the O2 room, and he can provide us some free reactor power. Lovely. Yeah, I don't think we can go to the quest. We have to backtrack too much. Maybe I could have done it if I went here, distress, quest, backtrack, but then I would have not gone to this combat beacon, and I enjoyed that combat beacon because we won. We didn't take any damage. I'll promise to help again. We have an NG crew member so that we can actually do this encounter properly now. Have him repair the targeting system on the remote defense satellite. And I will buy fuel. At this point, I do need some fuel, so thank you very much. Zoltan controlled or Rebel stronghold. Zoltan would be a very annoying place to go. We might find 1 or 2 pirate ships, but honestly, kind of want to go to the Rebel stronghold. It sucks because I don't think we're going to be able to get this achievement on this run, which is a bit of a shame because this run is actually doing pretty good so far. Pulsar? We can handle a Pulsar. Our weapons fire so quickly that I think we'll be perfectly fine here. Yeah. Our shields will go out after the first Pulsar hit, but so will theirs. All we need is the shields to block the first flak gun shot, and then we will go to town on them. In fact, let's just fire now. They have a bomb left. That's not too bad. Our weapons did not go offline. So we can fire a heavy laser on piloting, a flat gun on weapons, burst laser on shields, crystal heavy on engines, and ooh, we missed. That's fine. They're dead. Easy encounter, all things considered. 40 scrap, 103 scrap in our reserves. Wait for the shields to come back slightly and then we'll jump away. There's an asteroid field. Actually, there's combat, asteroid field, combat. So let's do this. It will suck going through an asteroid field, but I can upgrade the shields once before we go there. And that should keep us mostly safe. Medbay being hacked doesn't bother me at all. The fact that they have this double shot laser means that they will send in four lasers, which might do some damage to us, but I can do some damage to them, even if they land a shot, even if it's on weapons. Their weapons are now completely offline anyways. So yes, we will upgrade shields immediately after this encounter. And 20 scrap means that maybe I can get, no, I can't get one more reactor upgrade out of it, that's okay. We have the free reactor power from the Zoltan, so I'm just gonna move a little bit of reactor power into the shield room. In fact, I'm gonna have the Zoltan stand in the engine room because I can always divert power out of the O2 room into the engines if I need that dodge chance. There's a lot of combat. We can kind of follow a line of combat around the sector, but I would like to go to some of these non-combat beacons because if we find the rebel flagship, we can fight it, destroy it, get some equipment out of it, and get a couple of extra jumps out of it. The cloak here sucks because it means that they will fire off one missile before I can do anything about it. And these asteroids are going to be doing a lot of missing. But because they have no shields, missile hit. Because they have no shields, I might be able to sneak in some shots before they fire the missile again, but no, they fired it again. We did dodge one missile though, so I do appreciate that. Firing the heavy laser at the cloak, stop him from cloaking. It missed. Firing the flak maybe. Firing the burst laser maybe? Nah, they cloaked first. I was thinking maybe we can sneak in another shot, but that's okay. As soon as they come out of cloak, they're dead. Crystal Heavy and Heavy Laser are basically charged up fully. We get 38 scrap, that's pretty good. I'll wait for this ionization to wear out. And we will go up through the nebula, down, around, over to the exit, I think. There's a store. We could go to the store. We'll have about 150 scrap by the time we get there. Could be a good option for us. I'll have to think about it. Think about it. Black, burst, crystal, heavy. They still have the burst laser Mark III online. That means 5 shots, but we do have a 40% chance to dodge. Good, and we did dodge 2. There we go. And we knocked that big burst laser offline. They only have a single beam. Doesn't bother me at all. I guess I could have auto-fired the Crystal Heavy. They only had 1 bar of shields. It would have pierced it. But it doesn't really matter, I suppose. 93 scrap. Do we upgrade? Yes, let's get 1 more reactor power so we can get that dodge chance back. I had upgraded the shields, and that's where the excess engine power went. Now we'll approach the station. Should be an easy encounter. The ionization sucks, but if we dodge, 1 or 2 ion shots, we'll be fine. And also, I was going to say, if they hold their weapon charges, we'll be fine because they'll fire the beam, and they basically wasted their entire cloak. All I need to do is 1 point of weapon damage, and they can't hurt me at all, so we will do so here. We actually took their weapons completely offline, which is fantastic. Might be able to sneak in 1 more weapon fire. No, I was thinking maybe we could sneak in some shots before they cloaked again. I guess the cloak does come back in 20 seconds, and the flat gun, 2 shots is 20 seconds. Even with the a little bit of bonus weapon recharge rate, it's not enough. That's okay. First laser, crystal, heavy. There we go. Take that cloak out. Stop them from becoming invisible quite so much. And they're dead. All right, let's hack into the station and delay the fleet by 1 jump. You can get the inverse of that, where you lose 1 jump, but we lucked out. RNG worked in our favor. Come on, Rebel. Flagship. No. Just a refueling station. We want the shipyards, the moon shipyards, please. I will attack you. You only have a single, looks like maybe a heavy ion and a chain laser. That's very easy. Ah, you actually have a couple of bomb weapons on the sides of the ship. I didn't see those. They were completely hidden by the ship. You know, it kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. Weapons did get hit once, but we can get that repaired pretty easily here. Flak and burst can sneak in some shots. As long as that doesn't hit the shield room, we're pretty much fine. Bars, no, you stay there. Bars, I'm gonna have you go to the med bay as soon as we're done with the combat. I want the weapon recharge rate right now, even though it doesn't matter all that much because they're gonna die. Because we just do so much damage. We do a lot of damage. All right, 136 scrap. I would like to go to the store, but I would also like to get into the nebula, because this beacon looks like, the ion storm looks like this is going to be a beacon where we can get a blue option. So I would like to try that if I can. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact, they fade into the nebula. We have long-range scanners, so we can pump extra power into the sensors and try to keep track of them. And we get 30 scrap, just a empty husk of a ship floating out in the middle of this nebula. And just a fight. Well, I'll fight the ship, I don't mind. It kind of sucks that they do have this 5-shot laser, burst laser combo, but if I'm a little bit lucky, maybe they won't have very much cloak power and I can sneak in some shots before they power everything up fully. No, this is gonna be we're gonna take some damage here. We are gonna take some damage here. There's nothing really I can do about it, unfortunately. The burst laser's gonna fire in just a second. We got hit for 2. That's not that bad. 2 is not that bad. I can live with that. We don't need shield power anymore, so we can move stuff around. Get those shields repaired, please. I should have fired on the cloak before they cloaked. That's my bad. That's okay. Okay, burst laser, take out their piloting really quickly. Now take out their cloak. And they're dead. Sometimes I forget just how much damage these heavy laser types can do, because we took out that ship very quickly. I should have waited for the shields to come back online. I'll buy more fuel. Fuel's gonna be important here.